Hey, what is going on, guys? Now, I know it's a bit odd to see a motorcycle video start off with all of this, but no worries. Today is the first day of the Cycles 128 first ride and review videos. There's going to be a long string of videos throughout the spring and summer. We're going to be test riding all new bikes, 2015, 2014 models for you guys from Ducati, Triumph, MV Agusta, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, all different types of bikes. So when you watch this video, leave a comment, let us know what you want to see next. As far as this video, we're going to be reviewing the 2014 Ducati Hypermotard SP. This is an amazing bike, it's beautiful, and we're going to get out of this and we're going to go ahead and jump into slightly better weather on a beautiful Italian machine. Join me. Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome to a first ride and review of the 2014 Ducati Hypermotard SP. This review is being done from Cycles 128 in Beverly, Mass. And so the Ducati Hypermotard SP, this model has a L-twin 821cc engine in it. It is liquid cooled. As far as comfort goes from the get-go, this thing is very, very comfortable. Oh my goodness, it is very comfortable. The first thing a lot of guys will notice when you ride it for the first time is the fly-by-wire throttle. It is insanely touchy, like crazy touchy. You're used to normal cable wire. Let's see what's got. Oh my lord! What? Woohoo! Wow! Oh my goodness! That that is incredible! Wow! Okay, so this bike has about 110 horsepower. About 66 foot-pounds of torque, and you have three different modes. You have race, sport, and wet. We are in sport mode, which gives you full horsepower and just about all the torque. The only difference between sport and race is really just how active the ABS and how active the traction control are. Traction control and ABS are standard on this bike. So you will be getting all the Ducati electronics package. Really, really amazing. Oh my goodness. The one thing that I'm not a big fan of are these mirrors. They're not too visually appealing to me. But as far as the bike, you guys saw in the beginning of the video, it's a gorgeous bike. Absolutely gorgeous bike. So styling wise, I love it. As far as The engine, you heard me just a few seconds ago. You can tell I have no issues with the engine. It does have dual Brembo calipers up in the front for the front brakes, and then a Brembo caliper in the rear. Brembo master cylinder. You got Brembo everything. All of it is top of the line, as is all Ducati models. I mean, they're all going to be top of the line. As far as controls go, it's pretty standard kill switch for Ducati. You got your little flashers. You can flash people and tell them to get out of your way. Wow, the torque is ridiculous on this thing. Such a light bike, and it just wants to go. Goodness gracious. Whew. It's a wheelie machine. It wants to pull the front wheel up the entire time. Every time you do it, it just wants to pop the front wheel up. Let's see, I am in 6th gear, going 65 at about 4,000 RPM. So I mean, you're going to get pretty good gas mileage out of this engine on the highway, because you're not going to be at that high of an RPM the entire time you're riding. You have, goes up to 12,000 RPM, probably redline right at about 10. So I mean, going 60 at 4,000 RPM, you got heaps of power left. I had it in the wet mode, in the wet traction control mode, or the wet fuel mapping, and that's really where you tell the huge difference in terms of the different maps that come with this bike, the different riding modes. You put that thing into wet, and it almost feels like you're riding a completely different bike, because you have no power, literally no power whatsoever when you put it in, which is good. You're not really going to be able to be any safer on a motorcycle in the rain than when on a bike equipped with the technology that this bike has. Whenever you go into wet mode, you lose a lot of your power, a lot of your torque is really dumbed down. And then coupled along with the ABS and the traction control, if you drop the bike, it's just because it's impossible to be riding a motorcycle at that time. Really. See how it sounds. Ooh. I really like the high seating position. Honestly, when you're riding it, it feels like you're in a perfect posture. Honestly, you sit down, it keeps you nice upright, and the good part is when you sit down, it kind of cups your butt. As weird as that sounds, the seat really kind of cradles you, it holds you, which is nice. And the thing that I really like about the seating position is whenever you're on it, where your hands would naturally kind of drop is where they go, which is great. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. No shortage of passing power. You can pass very easily on this bike. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've had this much fun on a motorcycle in a long time. This bike has so much torque, so much power, and it's so light. I mean, you flick it around, this literally does not feel much heavier than a 250 or like a Ninja 300. This is nuts. Look at this. It's crazy. This thing is amazing. I cannot get enough of this bike. God, this is so much fun. This bike is an incredible amount of fun. You can take it up into the twisties. You can take it wherever. It's great. This model runs right at about 15,000. Like I said, come on over to Cycles 128 if you live in the Massachusetts area. Come check the bike out, see it, touch it, ride it. We have this is a demo bike. You can ride this bike if you are really interested in these models. There's definitely something that we can get lined up for you so you can actually see it, feel it, see how it rides, see if it fits you. All of a sudden, after riding it, 15 grand don't sound too expensive. I mean, this is just so much fun. 15 grand, if I had it, I'd spend it. I'd give it to Ducati in a heartbeat. I don't know what it is about Italians. They just make everything so beautiful and so great. This is no different. No different. I think it's really cool that on the handguards, they have the blinkers integrated into that. Oh my Lord! This thing is an absolute monster! Woo! Yeah, I want this. Yeah, the one thing you'll get, you'll definitely have to get used to if you do eventually end up owning one of these bikes is the fly-by-wire. It's so touchy. Like, the only way to really describe it is like going from analog to digital. You have the little bit of play in the normal the cable-driven throttles. This one, not so much. You have zero play in this, which is really kind of weird. Woo! Really else, you have a 37-inch seat height, which is really, really high for a lot of people, but given the style of the bike, the type of bike that it is, that's to really be expected. Me, I'm 6'2". I don't really have too much of a problem. It is kind of difficult getting up on the bike, but I mean, stopping at stoplight's not really an issue. Works fine for me, but anybody at about 5'11", maybe 6 foot, you're going to be tiptoeing a bit. Overall, I think this is an absolutely incredible bike. Definitely worth the money. With Ducati, you get a 2-year unlimited mile warranty, so you can buy this thing and ride it around the world and you're still covered. So come on over to Cycles 128, which is exactly where we're pulling up now. Come take a look at her and let us know what you think. Try and hop on one, maybe. Maybe you'll end up going home with one. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you have a good one. Peace!